again, back in the shed tinkering with the Roadrocket. I just got myself a new tank because it's 4 inches shorter than the other one and it makes things a lot easier for me, and I'm having to alter the seat accordingly, make it a little bit higher. Here you can see the brackets. I just, well, not the clapper there, I just welded a piece on to lift it. Same that side. And we go down here and I made up this appliance that catches under the frame tubes and lifts it again by the same amount. And I'm just about to fit it. When I fitted it, I'll show you again, okay? As you can now see, I've got the seat on, but there's another little complication. I've got to come around here and readjust the mudguard fitting because it's gone about 1/4 inch out, so I'll have to take it off and re-drill it and fix that, but that won't take long. Right, as you can see, I have now got the seat fitted. It's raised by about 1.5 inches. As I said before, that I'm getting a bit old and a bit stiff now, but it suits me better this way. I had to alter the mudguard fitting round the back, which just goes underneath the number plate there, but that was simple enough. And project now, this is the new tank I'm fitting, which gives me another 4 inches forward, and I've got to make up a filler of some description. I say probably out of wood first and then I'll cover it, but to go in the gap here. And we see how we go. I've now cut out the cardboard shape, which you can see here, and I'll cut that out of wood, and that's the appropriate angle where it comes from and goes up under the tank. After I've done that, I shall pad that with foam and cover it with some kind of a black vinyl. And then the next big operation is sanding down this tank and re-spraying it, and I must get some transfers, and also the bung that goes in the top centre bolt fitting. There's another thing I have to do as well, is somebody before me, when they fitted the alley tank, they took away the centre bolt fitting, so I'll have to make one of those up and weld it on there. While I'm at it, I'll just show you the breather that I fitted on the rocker box covers. That goes down there, as you can see, and a one-way valve on there. That keeps the engine breathing nicely and a nice cool flow of air along the valve gear. I'm just rubbing the old petrol tank down prior to spraying. This fiberglass one. Got to do a couple of little repairs to it because you know, it's been standing around for a long time. And also I'll show you now, this is a piece that I made up. That's, you can see it better now. That is going under the front of the seat, which has got to be upholstered. Then it goes up into there, and I'm going to make a tank pad that comes down and it'll cover that, and that all has to be covered. And I'll carry on. Here we are back at the bike again. As you can see in front of me, that's the piece there that I made up for the seat. I showed you the bit of wood previously. I've since padded it, and what it happens is this slips under the front there into position like that, fills that gap there, and that comes up under the rear end of the tank. Now the tank, the old tank, the alley tank, had a strip over the top fitting, and the tank that I'm working on now has a centre bolt fixing, whereas the fixing's been ground off of this train to fit the old tank. So I'm going to have to make one up, and hang on one. So I got this bolt which came out of a motor fitting on a Siemens washing machine, which will do the job. Goes down there, as you can see, fits it through the top there, and I couldn't find a nut the size I wanted, so I drilled out an old socket I had, which is going to be mounted so, and then the nut is going to go into the top there and just slightly spotted around it, so that'll serve the purpose of that. Now this is the new tank. As you can see, I just give it a really good prep, rub down. This afternoon I'm going to put a couple of coats of primer on it, and then the next job is the final spray and the fitting, which I'll show you. Here we are with the finished article. The decals came off of the old aluminium tank, and many coats of paint and lacquer after. This is how the new tank looks, which I'm quite pleased with. Over here you'll see the tank bung, which I didn't have, and I've got an old bung out of a car and stuck a piece of an O-ring on there with super glue, which proceeded to do the job quite well. And if you look in there closely, the centre bolt, that's an Allen screw fitting. That came from out of a bed, so more money saved. But I'll put that back now. Now also, another thing, I don't know if many of you people are familiar with this idea, but I don't, you can't really see it. Hang on, I'll just move down a little. And there, now that's better. You can see the tap. Well, I've not found the ordinary taps you buy too robust and too good over the years, especially the modern ones. And this was an idea that was told to me, and basically it is a tap from a gas fire with the exact same fittings, completely petrol tight and very robust. Moving along, the seat, as you see the brackets under the seat, what I told you about I made, they came from an appliance on a Fiat car which is used to hold the spare wheel, so that was another piece of innovation. All in all, I'm very pleased with the outcome, and just doing a little bit of work today, and then tomorrow I'm going to take her out for a spin. I'll see you all again. Take care.